Alright, here's an update video from my previous video. The kit's changed quite a bit. A lot of new stuff, a lot of more detail and research has gone into just the overall impression, so I figured might as well just show it off. So I'm going to start off with the left, make my way to the right. So here's just two 73 dated bandoliers. I've showed these off in the past pretty commonly, but there's nothing special about them. However, one of them has a carabiner with a canteen. Canteen's named. I believe I've already showed this off. And I think it's 1964 dated. And just a Coors Light beer can opener with a grenade pin. Interesting setup that I've seen a few grunts do. M60 bandolier. Just has cardboard in it. It has no dating. It's really faded out. Maybe you can see it. You can only see a few things, but it's really faded. But yeah, I might actually put a canteen in that, carry it around. But yeah, there's that. There's my here's my lightweight rucksack. So this lightweight rucksack is highly inspired by what the guys carried in Operation Dewey Cannon and in Operation Kentucky, but mostly Operation Dewey Cannon and just other random photos and so on and so forth. But yeah, poncho liner, 3 pegs, signal flare, canteen sock or sea rat socks, 2 canteens, shovel right here, jungle first aid, chilling out, smoke grenade. What else? And then just 2 more canteens. But that's pretty much just the basic setup. If you guys want to see more detail on it, just I made a video on it, so just kind of watch that, I suppose. But yeah, here's my 55 flak. This one's pretty unique. It's pretty mint. I guess the first thing is that it's pretty mint, but on top of that, this one's actually 1982 dated. I thought it was 83 because of this number right here, but it's actually 82 dated, which is pretty unheard of. I actually thought the last year they made these was 1980, so this is the first time I've ever seen one dated 82. Canteen, common practice. M16 magazine. This is just an airsoft one. Sea rat spoon and just a pen. Well, not really a pen. It's a mechanical pencil, but pretty much a pen. Sadly, this 55 has a couple holes, but nothing. I guess some needlework can't fix. Start right here. Gas mask bag, just with random crap in it, just as filler, I suppose. I will be getting an M17 in the future. Claymore bag with a canteen inside. I think that's just a modern one. Here's my web set. Real bare basic, bare bone, but really the only reason for that is because of the lightweight, so gear doesn't dig in my back or anything like that. But that's just 57 dated, I guess, Korean era styled canteen. But yeah, it's 57 dated, which is really weird. First pattern, M56, and 2 mint M56 ammo pouches, and M37 or M36. Did I say M36? I don't know. Sorry if I got mixed up, but this is just a World War II web belt. I think it's M36, but yeah. Sorry if I mix things up. My bad. But there's a bayonet. Pretty cool. And then M56 suspenders. I think those are a second pattern. Ammo belt for the M60. Nothing special about that. I actually had to buy 2 of these and combine them. They were originally made for waist size, but I couldn't find anyone selling one for cheap, so I had to buy a bunch of them just to make one to go over my shoulder. But yeah, there's that. Same round for the M60, or as the M60. Here's a WeTech M16A1. I showed this in almost all my videos, but it's honestly my favorite airsoft gun. Good gun. Internals aren't really that great, I suppose. You really start talking to people about them, but It's, you know, just casual use. It's pretty cool. Using it every day, it's probably gonna break down eventually, but it's cool. Gas blowback on. I really dig it. What else? I guess here's my grenades. I'm kind of just going all over the place. Here's my grenades. Showing them in almost all my videos. But post-war smoke grenade, and then just 3 dummies. I think these are baseball grenades or something like that. And that's a lemon grenade. Ertles. That's a Boonie Hat Repro original jungle shirt, jacket. Brown dominant pants. I don't really believe these are brown dominant. They look similar, but the color seems a little off. Like there's too much of this tan color to it. I don't know. I don't really know what these are. I think they're post-war, but beats me, honestly. Boots. Showing them off in almost all my videos. I think they're 67 dated. I haven't looked in a while. Sleeping shirt. This one's actually, I think, 69 dated. Size small. Yeah. You see more Marines wearing these than Army guys, but, you know, Army had them. And pretty cool. Cool detail. I want to say they're really just issued out in, like, the mountains and stuff like that, or just, they're pretty much just sleepwear, honestly. I guess here's my Boonie shirt, and then my undershirt. Boonie shirt because this thing's super worn out, and I kind of aged it and stuff, and, you know, looks like it's been through hell. And that's just an undershirt. You know, both are just modern shirts, you know, with the correct collar size, I suppose. 1st Marine Division, I guess, sweatshirt. Pretty rare shirts, you don't see them anywhere, but I'm pretty sure this specific shirt wasn't ever worn in Vietnam. Not like in the field, but more around like on base. However, there is a variant that's completely OD green, and I'm 90% sure those were worn in Vietnam. I have thought about dyeing it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. That'd kind of be ruining a piece of history. I also haven't seen any in white, so it's probably one of a kind piece. But what else? I guess I'll go over my personal items and eventually my helmet. So I don't know if I already went over these, but these are just 2 socks, OD3, I think OD3, I don't know, OD green socks. What's it called? Bandage. I can't think of the name of this, but this is just it's a bandana, but it was from like a bandage pouch or something like that. And I wrote a little bit on it, but yeah, don't give me hate for that. What else? Here's my Vietnam helmet band. Not helmet band, but I guess headband. You see, it says Vietnam. I think these are really, I've seen these in Vietnam, like in several photos, especially like special ops and special forces kind of guys. But I don't really know too much history about them, so let me know. I honestly believe that they were like sold, yeah, like the PX or something like that. But yeah, it's a blue variant and then all red variant. Planning on buying the all red variant sometime in the future. Pretty cool. You see them both in Vietnam pretty commonly. Just a casual bandana, nothing special about that. Here's you know, personal items, more personal items, I suppose. Here's a towel underneath all this. Watch, pretty bare bone. I want to say it's from the 80s, but I'm not too sure. It was my dad's watch, but it doesn't work anymore. Just standard dog tags, nothing has really changed about them. Just a bullet and taped up tags. Necklace. In my first cavalry video, I wore that around my helmet, but as you know, for a Marine, my Marine impression, I just kind of wear it over my neck. Repro bug juice with food coloring inside. Really plain cigarettes, you know, really strange. These were actually menthols, surprisingly. And yeah, Chesterfields, you know. Here's, I guess, something new. This actually came out of a bunch of like, this actually came out of a lot. There's like a whole bunch of knives and just, I guess, lighters and that kind of thing. But the Zippo and it's dated I think 75, but I like how it has kind of markings on it, stud or something, spud, pretty unique. There's a few examples of my sea ration stuff. I do, as if you guys watch my channel, you know that I have a whole bunch of sea rat stuff, but this is just kind of like, I don't know, this is just kind of like just an example, I suppose, of what a Marine would carry in his pockets or something like that. My upcoming late war Marine impression video, which will be, I believe, 1970, 71, I'll show off more of my stuff and just overall more personal items, because I have a lot, like a realistically amount of a lot, not like just like overdone, but a realistic amount. But I just kind of took out whatever was in my room and stuff, so in my next video I'll probably have more stuff and so on and so forth that I haven't really shown off before. But yeah, so yeah, sea ration stuff. These are pretty unique because it has, cocoa beverage powder and crackers with it, which is something that I haven't really seen. And then this one's a cinnamon nut roll, which is pretty unique. I believe these were rare. And that's how much I paid for it. I actually paid that price for both of them. It's not that bad, I suppose. Brush. You see these paint brushes being used to oil up their guns and so on and so forth. Mostly in Hawaii City, but you see it in 69, I suppose. First aid pouch, pretty bare bone. I actually forgot I had this. Not first aid pouch, but first aid dressing or whatever. Yeah, I forgot I had this, and it was actually in one of my first aid pouches, so figured might as well show that off. MRE toilet paper. Here's some original toilet paper. This is like the early variant. Later variants looked more like that, without the writing. More sea ration, or I guess accessory pack stuff. Instant coffee, sugar, salt, some other thing right there. Some gum, PK gum. Might chew that sometime, but honestly, this accessory pack that I had, it's been open for a while, so I'm pretty sure that gum's pretty bad, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Some more of my personal stuff. Ray-Ban sunglasses, not Ray-Bans, but they look really similar, and still they work, honestly. Toothbrush with a case. Here's some toothpaste, Brill Cream hair product. These are all 60s dated. I believe these three all together came out of like a used like a car salesman kind of thing, and yeah, it's all a whole bunch of period stuff from the mid 60s. Tums, stomach pain, and this is like mouthwash, which is pretty cool. And then water purification tablets. These are just modern ones that look really similar to the vintage ones. Here's just a pencil. My friend actually went to Rescue Treasures, and he looked inside of a suit jacket that was from the 60s, and he pulled out this pencil. So he gave it to me. I thought it looked pretty cool. So there's that. Original Pepsi can. Nothing in it, as you can tell. It's been opened, but it's pretty mint, and it doesn't have a barcode, so it's pretty vintage. Some original photos. Some guy on eBay was selling a whole bunch of his photos from Vietnam. He was a veteran, and these guys are all Marines and stuff. So this is like from his personal collection of photos. This one's pretty interesting because he has a canteen on his M41, and then just original letters and I guess writing paper. But yeah, it's pretty much. Oh, finally, here's my helmet. Pretty beat the shit, but you still see the Mitchell pattern, so it's not that bad. But yeah, safety pin, P38, toothbrush, clean my gun. Unique way to do a calendar, I suppose, with a C-Rat can. And then I guess where I'm from, California. But blood type, EGA, hardcore, inner tube band. But yeah, guys, this is pretty much my kit.
Thanks for watching, and look forward to 70-71 Marines impression. Catch you later.